Welcome to another episode of the law offices of Quibble, Squabble, and Bicker. Once again, because we're doing this quarterly, I have forgotten how to run things, and it is going to be basically a shit show from this point on as I work slowly and figure out how to share screens and stuff.
I remembered how to drink Holocaust whiskey while we do this, though.
Whiskey?
I have complete faith in both of you to do those two things.
You have faith in me being incompetent? Yes, I have that faith as well.
But eventually but pluckily figuring out at the end.
Pluckily, yes. I will pluck it from the jaws of victory.
I haven't bought a bottle since the last time we did this.
A bottle of Holocaust whiskey?
Yes.
Is it like actual by name now?
Yeah, they changed the name.
By name.
I thought it was too PC, the name before. They're like, we can offend anyone now.
My lighting makes me look like I have jaundice. So
I asked for it at Fred Meyer, and then CNN came out against me as an anti-Semite. So I don't know.
The B'nai B'rith egged you.
They egged him.
Yes, no, I said it, and I don't know.
Bob, you look so tiny.
Tiny head.
He's a little baby, Bob.
Bob, get as close to your mic as you can, possibly, since I'm deaf.
All right.
Without
This is so sad. Like we're all just so old.
We're enfeebled.
I can't hear you. Get closer to the microphone.
My hearing aid.
I'm good.
Ow.
I can't remember if this is our third or fourth show of our new season or not. Which it's a quarter. We do this quarterly, so now it's like, is this the third quarter?
It must be the third because we're over 9 months into the year.
But we're doing it in November. So, but when did we started? Maybe in February. I can't remember. I don't know. We're obviously confused. All right, here we go.
Behold, trapped in a hellscape of their own invention, socially unaware old white men bound by the pretense of being fake lawyers yet knowing no law, no exquisite Latin terminology, they are inexplicably compelled to quibble over minutia, squabble over triflings, and bicker like those who value their backyards far too highly without even knowing the difference between an easement and an alleyway. At this very moment, you have entered the heart of the law offices of Quibble, Squabble, and Bicker. Let's get started.
Today, our new client is scammers, flim-flammers, and rip off your mammers. And it's basically going to be us discussing scams and things of that nature. Apparently, Bob is having a rough evening because we've lost him.
What?
Oh,
Again?
Can you hear
he's
me?
back.
Well, we can hear you, but your face is gone.
Oh, dear.
Bob's gone dark.
Oh, dear.
You're a circle and an oval.
I can't see you either. I was trying to get to see you.
Can we start just calling him Dark Bob now?
I just don't remember him being such an old man when I knew him in college, but he's really turned into an old man.
How so? What did I do?
Well, for one thing, you can't figure out how to get your face back on the screen.
Yeah.
Dark Bob. Dark Bob. Can you
And
hear me?
we need you because you're going to have like one of the main stories of the night because you have to recount your interaction with scammers that have come after you.
You got flim-flam from what I hear.
I'm going to go out and try and come back. How's that?
Say that again?
Go out and try and come back.
You can give that a shot.
Okay.
You can try
That's
it.
fair.
Hey, I see you now. Do you see me?
No, we still don't see you. Yeah.
Dark
But now I
Bob.
see you.
But you can't get into, see, he can't even get into his own computer because he doesn't know the passcode to get into his own computer, which is why he's doing this on his phone.
Because he got hacked?
Look, I can see you guys now, so that's good enough for me.
No. Right, but we want to be able to see you, but we need to see all of your old man facial expressions.
Oh, gosh.
Like whenever your jaw, like your mouth is open for too long, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You start drooling.
Yes.
Dark Bob.
Dark Bob. Bob
Dark
is
Bob.
now, lives in a black square.
But Dark Bob was in the upside down. He got so flim-flammed, they took him into a parallel dimension.
They turned him into a don't walk sign icon.
What? A don't walk sign.
A pedestrian, you know, the signs to walk. It's that kind of generic figure.
I'm just trying to figure out why that came to your mind as what he is, since
Because it looks like one of those guys, except just the top.
you must
You
be
don't see his
seeing something
legs.
that I am not seeing. All I'm seeing is Bob is having on his screen. That's all I see.
Oh, I see a circle and a little oval blob, like his shoulders and his head, you know, like the generic person.
So you can see Bob?
No, I can see a circle and a blob, a white circle and a white oval, and a black background.
Do you see that, Brenda? Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
What are you talking?
That's what I'm seeing. I'm not lying.
No, you're on your tablet, right?
Yeah, he's on his tablet.
What are you guys
Or-
seeing?
Or his iPod.
Yeah, iPod.
He's on, he's on his 8-track.
I'm on an Atari 2600, a Commodore 64.
Why won't this joystick work?
You're all pixelated. Matt looks like 6 blue and red blocks to me right now.
I'm a Minecraft figure. So we've lost
God.
Bob completely now. We'll see if he comes back.
You're like that Superman figure in that shitty Atari game. Remember, it was like 6 blocks. It was like, that's not Superman.
No,
That
I just
doesn't
out
look
of
like
curiosity, you put your hand up to show 6 blocks, but you've only got 5 fingers on that hand, Greg.
I had one off screen.
You had an extra finger on that same hand?
Yeah, but it's hidden. I
Are
don't want
you the
people to know I'm a
6-fingered
mutant.
Are you the 6-fingered man?
Yes.
That's right.
I
You
killed your wife.
I hope not. She's my sugar
Yeah.
mama. That would ruin my life, man. I need
With
her
her
for
with her school money.
That's
those
right,
teachers.
exactly. It's the arts tax you pay pays for my mortgage, Greg.
Oh, God, I hate it. Socialism. It's fucking
Happy
socialism.
trails to Oregon is all I'm saying. Moving
All-
north.
Well, they do say that all trails lead to Oregon. Don't they say that?
The Oregon Trail leads to Oregon. That's the one
Yeah,
trail.
yeah. Then
that
you
led
get
to Oregon.
dysentery,
Yeah.
and your yak dies or whatever. Your
And you get
oxen.
a bear. A bear attacks you.
I haven't had a yak in years, so that explains a lot.
Hmm.
No yak attacks for you.
No, yak.
That's good.
attacks.
Yak attacks.
When I homeschooled Dagny, one of our big things to do was if we completed whatever American history thing we were doing, is we played Oregon Trail, like the original game.
Did it actually
So-
educate, you think? Teach you history?
No, we were just f***ing around.
Yeah.
It was after the school, and I thought, oh, this is a video game kind of, and it's educational. So she'll say things like that no one her age would get. She's like, oh yeah, my dad got dysentery, and they're like, what?
My dad got the croup.
Get a little bit of rubella.
He's got the
He
drop
died of a
seat tonight.
rattlesnake bite. Whoop!
Up, Zoom user is returned.
Dark Bob. All praise Dark Bob.
You're muted, Bob.
He's now Dark Bob.
Yes, I did that for him.
Okay.
There's no way he'd be able to figure that out.
Yes, we can see you, Dark Bob.
And
dish-
I'm unmuted.
Or disheveled Bob.
I'm disheveled.
That's an odd T-shirt. That's very odd. I like it.
Oh,
The
good.
dog is fist bumping a human or his armpit.
I started to fill in other words. Fist what?
Fist bump.
Oh, bump. Oh,
No,
yes.
I think it's like the Sistine Chapel. It's a dog touching God's hand.
Ooh, yes.
Like Michelangelo.
But it's Michael
I thought it was
D'Angelo.
thought it was a dog power movement thing.
Can you explain it, Bob? What exactly is it?
It is a dog doing a fist pump with his master. And
His
it's-
master.
Yes.
Okay.
Dogs who get along with their masters.
And who's the greatest master? God.
Yes.
Master of us all.
The God Master. Okay, well, that could get into a whole different conversation.
Meisterburger.
So I was thinking to start things off, I do have an ad ready, but it's basically just a radio ad. I didn't do any videos because today was poop day for me because I'm also old. And there are days that are designated for pooping, and today apparently became
What?
that day.
What are you talking about, poop day?
I don't
So
know.
Every day's
Anyway.
poop day for me.
every day. What happens is, well, I'll go extended periods of time without having to do anything.
Because you're
It
fast.
just,
You're intermittent fasting.
yeah, that's a large part of it. And then it all comes at once.
And you have to set aside a day.
I don't set aside the day. The day sets me aside is what happens.
And
It's
you're
like,
just in
Yeah.
the toilet for hours.
gosh, man, it's like at various different stages, you know. So there's the initial, I hesitate to call it a log per se, so much as a lumber company. And that needs to be removed at first. And then that's kind of like the thing that uncorks everything for later. And then it becomes we're ready to go a little more often. And then this is generally followed by hemorrhoid day, which is the following day.
This is perfect with the old man thing. This is great.
It's,
Finding out things. I'm not looking forward to this. This probably will happen to me soon.
something for everyone to look forward to.
You
Yeah.
really get
I
a bit.
poop every morning like clockwork, like the chicken crows. I take a dump. That's like how I start every day.
I
I
don't
did
even
3
be
a
up
day.
when the chicken crows.
Well, I get up at
I do like
because-
2 or 3 a day at least.
I'm usually hearing the chicken crow while I'm awake, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah, you're on a different schedule.
Oh no,
I'm a
and there's
regular feller.
and there's literally a chicken a block away that I hear like nearly every day crowing.
The other problem is the sun doesn't get up until like goddamn almost 7 o'clock now. So
Oh yeah, I suppose so. Bob, you were saying something before, but we kind of talked over you. What did you say?
I have no idea what I was talking. Oh, get yourself a bidet.
A
That-
bidet.
Takes
Oh
it
yeah.
soft on your hemorrhoids.
I want one of those.
That will not do anything for the hemorrhoids.
No, you can wipe without pain.
Well, I don't wipe with pain.
Oh, okay. No,
Are you suggesting something? Is that
a
what's
bidet's one
coming
of
for
those-
me?
a bidet is one of those like, younger foreign girls that you hire to help out around the house, right?
Yeah, and they clean your ass for you.
no, that's
Right.
They wipe your ass.
It's a French thing.
Or at least they'll take care of your donkey.
I'm not gonna ask.
Is that what we're calling it now?
I'm gonna let that sit there like a turd that has been bidets.
Maybe we should do one of our sponsors to start. I'll do the radio ad, I think, to start.
Wait, can I do mine first before I get too drunk?
No.
Since I'm doing it live.
Well, this one is specifically
Okay, then do it.
well, it depends on your ad. What is it about scammers or what is your ad
It's a-
about?
Scam related advertisement.
It's a scam related advertisement. Okay,
Just-
well then
No,
go
you
right
go
ahead.
first, but just get me in relatively early before things get shady.
Things get out of
Foggy.
control. But you're
Before
always
it-
more
before it's out of
entertaining when you're
control.
doing things when you're hammered.
Okay, then whenever.
But his comedy reads are definitely not the best. I'm gonna agree with.
Use my
He misses his cues. He kind of wanders, and I can see it in his eyes when he does it. So let's do it early.
All right, well then go ahead. I'll do mine later, Bob. It's totally fine. Mine's not hugely important. Like I said, it's more of a radio ad. So
do you mean do mine first? You said
yeah,
Bob.
go right ahead. Let's see what device you're using today to read from. It's the phone.
It's all from memory.
Okay.
Okay, oh wait, I have to do
What do you need?
I have to do a little stagecraft here. So wait,
Oh, is this more like tomato soup on a garlic press type of thing?
I don't know what that means. Okay. I've been reading some amazing accounts on social media about the Japanese ding dong diet. Will eating 3 ding dongs after every meal really make me lose weight? Okay, stagecraft. Well, actually, ding dongs are called that because they contain a high amount of ding dongolites, which are incredibly beneficial for good gut health. We've seen reports of people losing 30, 40, even 50 pounds a week on this diet without changing their eating habits or exercise. That's because ding-dongolites stimulate your fat-burning xylophones. And the primary rickshaw alabaster nitrates defenestrate Madagascar. This is all utter nonsense, of course. You're not even listening to me right now. You probably haven't even noticed that I've dropped my stentorian professorial voice. You're not even wondering why a morbidly obese man like me wouldn't utilize this ridiculously unbelievable weight loss method for himself.
Are you
Because you're so
ranting
desperate
again?
to lose weight. Because you're so desperate to lose You lost my thread because you're so desperate to lose weight without one iota of physical effort or deprive yourself of 1 calorie. You'll fall for any grifter offering some miracle diet hack. We all know that the simple practice of eating less and exercise will make you lose weight, but that would take effort, and we can't sell you that. So your brain is shut off until you see a physical Adonis with his shirt off, who obviously works out 4 hours a day, telling you how he doesn't work out at all because he eats whatever he wants plus 9 ding-dongs a day while watching TV. And you can look just like him if you follow the link below. I'm not going to take my shirt off. So hit that link below if you want to shed pounds effortlessly while eating like a Roman senator and sitting on your ass binge watching Netflix. In fact, the cathode rays emanating from your TV will stimulate the ding-dongalites in your gut, so you lose weight even faster. You won't believe it. I don't. So hit that link today.
I am so confused by that.
It was a little meta. I was trying to go a little meta on that one.
Right, but then you went back to
Yeah.
the link, and I'm like, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I
First,
just
you were
want the
ranting.
I want the merchandising rights to the Ding Dongalites.
No, they're in all of us.
I was totally into that. I was hoping that was the full ad, and then he went off onto his PSA.
Yeah, but
let me teach you all about what's
Ding-Dongalites.
going on. I was waiting to hear where the defenestration was going,
Well,
and then you said we weren't paying attention. I'm like, I was paying attention.
That was the thing. I was segueing into the weird meta voice of reason and logic that nobody was listening to.
Well, you also threw me off because you said you were using stentorian tones, and I would have to disagree that there was not any.
I was trying to talk stentorian and professorial. Like, there's a guy on YouTube commercials. He's this gray-haired guy they wheel out. I don't even know if he's a doctor. I doubt he is. And he seems like maybe he's a doctor. He's silver hair. He's always like, well, actually, blah, blah, blah.
Greg, everyone here is the gray-haired guy.
I know, but we don't look like professors. I don't think anyone would say, oh, that guy's professorial, or he looks like a doctor. We don't look like doctors.
I look, well, okay, not a doctor, probably.
Hey, can I ask you guys, I was just thinking about this
Brendan
today.
looks like a horse doctor.
Have you guys ever known a fat doctor in your life?
Huh?
I realize doctors are always kind of in shape. I've never met a...
Oh, no.
No, you have. Okay.
Doctor, he died of COVID because he was a fat guy. He was a fat doctor and he died of COVID.
Okay, I never knew any because I dated a med student, so I knew all these med students. Now I know all their doctor friends. They're always like pretty thin, pretty healthy.
My primary care is a fat old man. He only works 2 days a week because he's that old and that out of breath. But I can pretty much get any prescription I want out of him.
Nice. He's Dr. Feelgood?
Yes. Whatever makes us happy.
Wait, any prescription you want. How much fentanyl can you get?
I got Z-Bound again. That's $150 a shot.
Can you get Midol?
No, Z-Bound.
You can get Midol at the pharmacy, Greg.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean, for your so you're paying for your menstrual cycle is
my menses are off the hook today.
Gladys, you seem so happy today because I have Midol.
Password by name.
Yeah, man, we were storing lines of Midol, man. Whoa, what a deal that was.
Oh, it could be good. It
Well,
might
I
give you
mean,
boners.
what?
It might give you boners.
Midol?
Who knows?
It's like, is it the poor man's Viagra? Is what you're saying? Or?
Yeah, because
What?
Viagra was just a hair loss thing. Sorry, a hair against hair loss thing. They had no idea it would give guys boners.
It's against hair loss, like it's picketing.
Yes, it's
anti-hair
rebelling.
loss.
Little tiny blue pills with little picket signs.
Rebelling against hair loss.
Right.
It's unjust. Hair loss is unjust.
It is. It's not fair. It's indiscriminate, and it's.
I'm definitely looking more bald these days. Every time I see myself, I'm like, oh wow, it's definitely receding.
Yeah, you definitely had it was
I started-
receding, but you had the grace bit. You're like, no, that's not a balding guy.
Yeah,
Just
no,
a
it's
little
all
bit.
going back. It's all
Yeah.
going back further.
Yeah, mine's
Now, there
getting
is
there.
a spot back here, but you know what? I'm like 59, so it's like I can't really deny that life is happening.
Yeah.
But I
My
wouldn't say
brother
it's a
went.
scam. But you know what? I think we need to just get into our client maybe a little.
Yeah.
So we went a little bit with your
That
commercials
was about
slash
scams and flim-flams.
PSA. Right. But what we should do is we should talk about what Bob has been going through because Bob has a beautiful
Please, Bob.
story that he's been going through for what, 3 or 4 months now. It
Yes.
started with, from what I was told, you like got roofied or something and they cloned your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
so why don't start from the beginning or how you found out things were happening and we'll go from there.
well. Long story short,
No,
someone,
no, no, no. Don't make it short. Just start from the beginning.
the person responsible, was working for me every now and then here at the house, so he had access to all my things.
And who is this guy?
His guy is Miguel Covejo.
Oh, so he was like
Miguel?
related to COVID.
No, but
Wait.
I caught him stealing. What he was doing was taking pictures of my credit cards and giving them to his friends, and they would use it for not for big things, but just for like food deliveries and transportation.
Toothpicks, small things.
But it was getting up there that when I got my bill, I looked at it and said, "How did I do this?" And when I realized it was him, I of course fired him and told him off pretty good. But that's all I did.
How did you realize it was him?
It was just who would get these numbers other than someone in the house. And so when
Miguel, of course.
he came in with his sister to clean, and I had a brand new Discover card, and it just came in because I canceled the other one. They're not getting a lot off of these cards because I'm canceling them quick. I get a notice, boom, it's gone. But it's getting tiresome, and so I deliberately took that card and put it face down on a table next to my a chair I sit in, and I walked away.
And you hadn't even used the Discover card.
Right, it was not.
So there's no way anyone could have hacked it or something.
Do you have a new Discover card now?
No, it was not active. I didn't activate it.
No, I'm saying, but do you have a new one now?
Yes.
Could you put that up to the screen for everyone to see?
Just hold it up like right here.
I could put it up to my phone if I wanted him to see it.
Yes, do that.
No. So I put it out there, and now I'm on alert for anything, including pings. And I got a call right away that said,
Wait, you said you're alerted to pings?
Pings, yes.
Okay. Aren't pings the actual alert, though?
No. Those are pings you try to use my card and it doesn't go through, but I find out about it anyway.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And all these things were pinging for Grubhub. 3 different Grubhub pings off that card. And I had only left it out there an hour ago.
Wow.
So that's when
What were they?
What was the food orders?
What were the orders? Taco Bell?
They didn't get them.
That's racist.
What?
But
Well, we all know that of the 4 of us, Brendan is the most racist.
I'm suggesting, okay, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now I'm racist a different way.
And I'm the most social justice warrior of us.
No, you know what it was? It was Chick-fil-A. They were homeschooled teenage girls. That's what it was.
Oh, I'll never eat there.
Wait, that's what they make the Chick-fil-A patties out of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of homeschooled girls?
Mm-hmm.
They're unborn fetuses.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
No one knew this. I've uncovered it. It's in my upcoming podcast.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to talk about it on her next podcast.
Yeah, she's a guest.
Anyway,
Let's get back to Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
Pings. Yeah. We're talking about pings.
Yes, penguins.
Pings. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bob. So Miguel stole your stuff.
Yeah.
You fired him.
So he took pictures of your credit cards, but you had said you thought he roofied you, though.
Which is?
Roofies?
Yeah.
Rohypnol?
Where they put something in your drink to make you forget.
That's another story. That's a whole nother story.
As the guy that looks most like a cop, let me start writing stuff down.
When I first, told you about it, Matt, I was a bit paranoid about things. because I didn't know what they could and could not do. What I did see them do is they take over my phone and both my computers, and they can have the screen open up and show whatever they want. They
This is
want
the same person who did this, right?
yes,
To your computers. Okay.
and so what I saw was all these bills from PayPal and Wallet of all this money going away, and I fell for it at first, but then I realized this is just a distraction to make me panic. There was no money taken from my PayPal or wallet, and all of those bills were fake. Why would he do this? Why would he spend all this time to make me, paranoid and not sounding right? And it was to take away from my looking where I should have been looking. And I've been doing that now. And I've been to the police, and the police said, show me the money. And I showed them to date $720, of which I can verify a little over 300. And what's got to happen is I got to talk to the vendor, agree this is not mine, then go to the credit card company. They have to say, you're right, it's not yours, and issue me a credit. I have had about $350 in credits back on $750 of false charges. Now, here's another question that police made if you steal money from my credit card and I pay my credit card bill, you stole it from me. But if the credit card company reimburses me, am I still a victim?
That's
You got to
Yes.
go through trouble. And
Yes,
hassle.
you're still a victim, Bob. Yes.
Yeah.
So I have it up to 700 something, and I'm still doing it. It's the easy one was the Lyft and Uber, and the hard ones are the food that did get through because they don't have as tight of receipts. It's hard to work with Grubhub to say I need the receipt for this and the address.
Yeah, because they want pictures of the food you didn't order.
Well, it's possible. It's just hard. I got to do it one by one. And if I make it to 1,000, it's a felony.
Yeah. So they had pictures of your credit card. So how does the get onto your computer? And
right. Let's talk about the computer part.
Right, because that's like a more serious scam there.
A house, and so he could take a USB and put it in the back of my computer and download all the information he wants, and somehow get in there. I guess whatever it takes to get in. Because on one computer, when I came home and I logged on, I could see his cursor moving around.
Oh, interesting. So he did a I can't even remember what that term is.
So,
like
so
remote controlled your computer.
Yes.
Yeah, so he must have been able to install the thing that allowed him to do that.
Definitely. And that one computer I don't use anymore. It's a Windows 7. It was my gaming computer, but I don't dare plug it in.
You're talking about for games from like 1923.
Yes.
If you're doing a
We were
Windows
playing
7.
Oregon Trail.
On the real trail.
Playing Pong, yes.
Greg, what the hell did you go? Oh, he must be in the bathroom.
I'm right here.
You're
dark.
right there?
Yeah,
I always like when you're wandering through your apartment.
I had to
with
walk
the
across
phone
the street
off.
for a second, and I turned into a
It
pedestrian.
always feels like a Blair Witch Project thing happening when you do that.
Total Blair Witch Project. It gives me the creeps.
Now, as far
Any
as
minute he's going to start crying into the phone, snot's going to be running down his face. I don't even know what that is, dude.
That was his belly.
Oh, okay, now I can see it.
Yeah.
dude,
He's like such a little art student.
I was
What?
speaking of my belly. I was really considering for my stagecraft and my commercial taking off my shirt, but I think it would demonetize us.
I think we demonetized this a long time ago.
I know,
I'd
but
have
we'd
to-
get extra. We'd have to pay
After we
out.
went through that $50 we got from Anchor, there's been no more monetizing.
We'd have to pay someone. We'd have to be
Yeah.
anti-monetized.
So he canceled?
We'd have to pay fines or something.
I think we cancel each other out.
We do that for sure with the sound.
Man.
All right, so
Fuck
Bob,
yeah.
so what's the upshot of all? Is there like a message you think that people should know
yeah,
that you've learned from all this?
check your statements. I would just look for anything over $100. I never looked at the regular, but when I start seeing the total go up by several $100s a month, something's up.
You said you never looked at the regular. Now, what is the regular? What do you mean by that?
The regular statement that you get every month.
Oh.
I would glance at it. I wouldn't see any big charges, and I wouldn't look again. But I did that for 2 months and realized I am paying a lot more and using less. So then I started looking at it, going through line by line.
I'm just relieved that the lesson you learned wasn't don't hire Hispanic people to work for you. I was relieved that wasn't the lesson.
Could be. No,
you stole my thunder, but
that's right.
Fact,
Greg became the racist one.
I'm Hispanic. I can say shit like that. You can't.
Fun fact for those who don't maybe know this, you can usually download your statements as an ASCII file from the bank. You can toss it into a spreadsheet and upload it to like your favorite AI, run it through, and it'll find those little things.
Or I could have a beer.
Yeah, get an ASCII file and then toss it into your DOS system.
I don't do that.
God, man. ASCII.
Yeah, and then do a LexisNexis search and ask Jeeves about this.
Okay, I just wanted stated for the record, I'm not the old man in the room then.
You what?
I didn't say you were the old man in the room. You were one of the old men in the room.
I am an old man, but I'm the young man here. It's a big fish, small pond thing.
You're like a millennial. You're a fucking millennial with your computer skills.
No, I've just been doing it a long time.
We should probably get a millennial on the podcast at some point because we've added a boomer, because Bob's a boomer. So
well, your kids could come back on.
Yeah, but they're like, well, I guess Heron might be. He's more like
your
Gen
oldest
Z.
might be a millennial.
Yeah, he's like on the cusp.
Yeah,
because he was born in '96.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right, but he would be good to have on at some point. I forgot to talk to him about it. I was just so distracted this past week. I had so much other things in my plate that I messed up all of my timing. What's that?
A lot of things in the bowl today.
That too.
So what's the third part of the client? Is flim-flam your mammer jammer?
It's scammers, flim-flammers, and rip off your mammers. So let's talk about the rip off your mammer part. So
I have a story about rip off your mammers where somebody hacked my phone and I had my mom's number for years. I just wrote mommy because even as an old man, I had to call my mom mommy.
You had to. What made you do that?
I couldn't call her mom. I tried to call her mom when I was like 30. I just told you mom, it's embarrassing. She's like, no, I'm mommy. I'm always mommy. And I'm not asking for sympathy.
You should have called her ma'am. You should have called her mammy and then do a whole Al Jolson thing.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's sweet. It's good. It's good.
So because I had her under mommy, I said mammy, goddamn you.
Mammy.
I had her under mommy. And so they hacked my phone and they said, oh my God. So they called her up. These scammers, maybe in Florida. And they said, luckily my mom was already too demented to do anything about this. Like she couldn't, I'll send you a check immediately. She wouldn't even know how to do that. But she was very distressed. I mean, these fuckers, luckily she could have had a heart attack or something out of stress. But they said, Miss, are you Greg Pettix's mother? He's in a jail cell in Florida. Apparently he was drunk driving and the public defender office needs you to send $300 to expedite to shmata, whatever bullshit. And, my mom, if she was slightly more with it, could have fallen for it.
Wait, did you say if your mom was a slutty whore?
Sure, Matt. That's what, if you want to think that. No,
what did
if she
you
was
say?
more with it. If she was more with it. Because she was already pretty demented. But she was, I think she was just like, oh dear, oh, my son's in jail. Luckily, my sister kind of intercepted things, and she talked to these guys, and they still were like.
Was this Maria?
Hey, yeah, Maria.
I mean, Maria would probably think you were in jail in Miami too, though.
Maria called me up and said, "Craig, are you in did you ever go to Florida? And like we talk every 3 days. I never travel. If I went to Florida, she would know. I would have been like, "Oh my God, I have news for once. I'm going to Florida next week or next month." But she actually called me and was like, and she was like, "Well, I don't know." I was like, "Matrez, I don't have a driver's license." So she's like, "Well, I know how you like to drink, and maybe you got in a car and started driving." And I was just like,
You
"Matrez, are you?"
drank for like 2 weeks across country.
Yeah, I
It's like,
went. I went to Florida for a wedding. Apparently, it was a wedding involved,
but you were
and
so drunk though, you were able to get all the way across country drunk, not knowing that you
well, no,
were
I was just
there.
in Florida. I could have
Was
flown
in
to
a
Florida,
golf cart being driven by a monkey.
but it was so ridiculous that Matriz, even for a second, had to question me. I was like, Matriz, if I went to Florida at all, you'd know. But she realized, and then, but you know what she did, which is amazing? I didn't think this was possible. She actually somehow talked to them. You know how those guys always have like shadow numbers or whatever you call it, and they're like, like you can't reach those guys if you can't find them and call them back. She did and talked to them, and she basically yelled at them, and they were just kind of like, "Fuck you." we, we tried.
They were
And,
kind of like that.
well, I don't know exactly. I didn't hear the phone call, but she said that she actually yelled at them for shame. How dare you do this? And they were just kind of like, well, that's what we do. You can't
And that
find us.
and they said it in that tone of voice.
Like I said, I don't know. I'm supposizing. You know that word, supposizing?
I think that's what I use to handle the hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's a suppository.
Suppository. Yeah, but
That's
I
the
just thought
root
that was so
word.
evil. Those guys out there praying
Suppose,
on
suppository.
little old ladies. It's so just evil. I was just like, ah, I just want to be like the Punisher and just
Well, a
be like,
lot a lot of these scammers are connected to organized crime, and some of them are connected to cartels, and some of them are connected to terrorist organizations. So the money can go towards funding terrorism as well.
yeah.
So that's another thing that people need to be aware of. Like, you give money to these random people, you don't know where it's going. It could come back to kill you, like literally.
Mhm.
But there was a whole situation my mother went through a number of years ago where she got taken for about $16,000.
Wow.
And it was like a guy who said he met her once at like a post exchange in Virginia, and he basically strung her along for the long period of time where she sold her mother's jewelry, and she actually embezzled money from a charity to pay it, almost wound up going to jail. And she still continued to think that this was a real person who loved her, and he was like stuck in a foreign country, and she would send him money to be able to get onto a plane. And for some reason, he just could never make it here. And there's a reason she's currently living in a motorhome on my property. It's because I needed to put her in a place where she couldn't get evicted from when she gave away all of her money.
So she was
So,
smitten with this guy. She,
yes, right.
oh,
Oh yeah, it was
that's so
nuts.
evil. That's fucking
And it
evil.
went on for a long time. It's like we had to figure out a way to actually get the money to the charity that got embezzled so that she wouldn't go to jail.
Oh my
So
God.
that got taken care of. And yeah, and and I was like, I called the FBI, and they were like, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. They're like, just make sure your mother doesn't contact them again. So I had this whole conversation with her, and you know what she does? She gets back in contact with them because she still thinks that they're legitimate. I'm like,
There's a
what?
spark.
I'm like, you've like lost your entire marble collection has been thrown into the streets, because of this happening.
Well, I think when
Anyway.
people get lonely, they're desperate. Like my friend hasn't dated in like 15 years, and she fell for one of those dating things where it's a video of like the hottest dude. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the military, but I'm getting back from Iraq, and I'm really looking to settle down." And she like was sending him phone cards. That's the big thing. It's in cash. You
Oh
send
yeah, the gift cards, right?
gift cards.
Yeah.
Thank you. He was like, "Oh, I need to buy shit. I'm in Iraq. I need a military vest or like to buy better gear." And she said, I don't know how much he took her for, but for months she was just like, "Greg, I'm just willing to marry this guy. I'm so in love with him." And I was just like, "Oh, Sherry." And then I always thought it was fishy, but I didn't say anything. She was like, she seems like she's in love. Told it was a scam.
It's like you just got to meet the people. If you can meet the person, then that's like one step to proving
He
whether
was
or
in
not they're
Iraq.
real. Right.
Yeah, I got a great maybe TV show idea or maybe a miniseries
Yeah.
where the old guys go hunt these fuckers down and kill them because this is
Yeah.
nightmare shit.
But how would we
It's sort of
find them?
it blends a couple of different. It's like a kind of protecting mom and dad, and the old people plus a revenge plot, and it's old dudes
Kind of like that
rolling around.
Liam Neeson movie where he has to get his
Kind
daughter.
of, yeah, like that.
Well,
Tough love.
there are guys on YouTube who go after scammers, and it's quite
Yeah,
fascinating. Like it's a whole bunch of entertainment happens with these guys when they go after the scammers. Like they literally track them down in sweatshops in India, and they find ways to get into the cameras in those mills, I guess, and shut down all their stuff or steal all of the stuff off of their
So they're
computers
like
too.
expert hackers.
Yes, it's
Oh, send me a
hilarious how
link to
they
this. I love that kind of
it's
shit.
called YouTube, youtube.com, and it usually has a search bar in it where you can type in hackers that go after scammers, and that would probably find you what you're looking for there, Greg.
But you don't have a specific, so I could find 60
You'd
random.
find you'd find tons of stuff. You
But
just
thanks for telling me
decide.
how to get to YouTube. That was necessary. You could
I
have just
thought
said,
it seemed important
yeah.
that you weren't quite
But
sure
I
how to
remember
get
when we
there.
were kids, the local news used to have that like scams, flim-flams or whatever, and they'd have a reporter like go to the local garage and be like, "We put a little camera in the engine to see if they actually did any work on that car." And some like I remember seeing one where they had one of those microfilament cameras in the engine, and they didn't even do anything on the car. They once opened the hood and looked at it, and it was like, and 3 days later they gave him like a $2,000 bill. And said, "Oh yeah, we framatized the schmanabalam and blah 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 blah." They didn't even do anything to the car.
That's
It was
crazy.
justice,
It was justice.
TV justice.
Well, let me continue with the story with my mom, because we're not done. We're not
Oh
done with
shit!
what that was like stage one. So
Uh,
then, further, I she kept in contact with these people, even though the FBI told her not to. I told her not to, and I like deleted their information from her phone. Somehow they got reconnected, and so the very day that I was picking her up with the motorhome to bring her here, the neighbor whose house was for sale came out to me and went, "Oh, what's going on?" I'm like, "Well, I'm moving my mother out. She's leaving this apartment. She's gonna live in this thing." And she's like, "Wow." Because she told me that her boyfriend was coming this weekend and not to sell my house because she's gonna buy my house. I'm like, "Oh, that's not happening. She's actually moving into this today." I'm like, "Sell your house, keep the sign out. Don't trust what my mother is telling you." Right. So there's that. And so that was like another one where we had a whole another conversation. And this time I got my brother involved, and we like took over her email. I wound up getting access to her bank account so I can keep an eye on where her money is going from that point. And then just was it about 2 months ago? She now doesn't tell me anything, but she'll tell relatives who will then call me about things, right? So like one of my aunts called me and she's like, "I need to let you know that your mother is telling me that she just won a car and there's a guy coming to your house who's going to deliver the car, but she's going to have to give him like a couple of $100 so that she can get the car."
a
I'm like, "What?"
processing fee.
I'm like, "Holy shit." I'm like, "How is she not learning from these things?" So it's like, fortunately, no money actually did exchange hands. My point of view is this. I'm like, she's responsible for the payment on the motorhome. So if at any point she's unable to make that payment, that's when I start conservatorship filings, where I go, she's absolutely, completely incapable of handling her finances if she can't pay that, because then I'll be responsible for paying the motorhome cost. So I give her a bit of slack on these things to hopefully something clicks in, because like a few days ago, my aunt called me again saying, "Well, apparently she's now won like a lottery and she's supposed to be getting money." And then she told me this, and then she told my mother, and then my mother messages me back. She's like, "Apparently your aunt just couldn't wait to tell you that this was happening. I'm not giving them any money. So she's like highly defensive now about these things because she hides this stuff and just lies continuously about it. Because I think she deep down knows that she's getting scammed, but this is
Yeah.
like some kind of weird attention she's enjoying. And
Yeah,
I don't
I think
understand.
there's a certain amount of that's absolutely true. A
Yeah, I
lot of
don't
these scams.
understand it at all, you know.
Well, I don't understand it either. I don't understand why people pack their houses full of garbage. You know what I mean?
Are you
And
talking
you
about
walk.
my house, you son of a bitch?
No, I'm just talking about hoarders. You're not a hoarder. I'm saying like serious hoarders. You know, you're
Oh,
like
okay.
that doesn't make any sense to me either. But it's a holding on to something, and I think you're right. I think I think a lot of these scammers prey on people that, like also Greg said, that are lonely. And that's what makes it the most despicable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they just don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, they're
And that's
unrelenting.
our nanas and shit, and our parents. The fuck that shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
that's
the reason we decided to do this as a client for today was based on those messages I was getting by phone where people are trying to get
right.
my information. Instead, I have conversations with them that they eventually give up on, you know. So I don't know, Greg, do you know anything about this?
No, I don't remember you telling me about this.
What's that?
I don't think you told me about this.
Well, what happens is I'll get these random texts from various different people, and what'll happen is I'll just get bored and start communicating with them about whatever it is. I should have had this queued up so I could like talk about it. But anyway,
Yeah,
um,
it's the. Let me see if the format is the same as it was for me. It's usually some sort of like random encounter kind of thing. It's usually a young, attractive, professional Asian woman
that's
who
Facebook.
knows. Well, no, but also online or on text.
Oh, a
All
text, all
knows.
I get is text. Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten pictures because I'll start asking for pictures. Oh, I think
Oh.
I remember you. You were at that truck stop once. Send me a picture? And all
The
of a sudden I get
truck
this like
stop.
hot Asian girl, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's you. I got herpes from you. Yeah, no, I love those.
Yeah, I don't go that far. I don't go far enough to wanting pictures from them. I just basically
Oh
respond with stupid responses till they realize that they don't want to talk to me anymore. Do you have any of those pulled up there, Brendan?
no, I don't. I wish I had. I have a bunch of them. I had one where I went into this whole thing with the person, and the scam was they were trying to get a picture of me
Uh-huh.
because that's one of the links they can put together and putting together kind of a digital profile. Like they have a phone number, and then if that picture, you're like one more thing and you got a lock, right?
Yeah.
They're like this person kept going on and on about sending me a picture, and I was like, fine. So I sent her a picture of Trayvon Martin,
Oh God.
going, and they're like, oh, you're young, and I'm like, yeah, I am.
I'm so young. So I found one of my message line. This was from Friday, October 17th. Out of the blue, I get a text saying, "Got anything fun planned?" And I wrote, "Sniper practice on phishing scammers, so nothing out of the ordinary." And then they ask the next day, they didn't respond to that. Next day, "Have you gone to bed?" And I respond, "Off and on over the years." And they say, "What mean?" I said, "Mean what?" All right. And then that ended for that day. And then on October 21st, they come back with, "What are you doing today?" And I wrote, "Abusing small lizards." They said, "Cool. What do you do for a living?" And then I respond a little later. I said, "I hunt scammers for sport with Nigerian tourists. We use bows, arrows, and slingshots with occasional rubber bands." Response, "Interesting. Can you tell me about someone who cheats to play sports?" And I respond with, "I believe you're talking about Donald Trump. Every time he's on a rugby field, he can't stop himself from cheating, grabs all the players by the crotch." And then they never responded again. So that
That sounds like
is
AI, where it's not even really listening.
Yeah, it sounds
it
like
could
AI.
it could be AI. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Yeah,
But it the fact that they don't respond to certain things, but then they stop responding completely. I don't know what's
yeah.
happening, you know.
No, I think that's AI. Like the thing that I loved about the ones that I would really get on the hook, because some of them were fucking real people, and I could tell. I remember
Yeah.
busting a guy because he came back, like his shift ended, and then I got this other guy, and he's like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got to fill you in now. We were talking just like yesterday, bitch." And he's like, Then they started getting mad at me. So then they start yelling at me. And I know, because I work in computers, I know some Hindi and shit. So I'm like, and they're like, what? So then all of a sudden they're yelling at me in Hindi. Oh, it's so much fun. AI is really, what's sad, is that a lot of those real humans are losing their jobs to AI.
I know, it's so sad.
Greg, you didn't sound like you cared at all.
And I hear that some of those AI, they come up across the border from Mexico to take jobs from hardworking American AI. That's really
right. It's like, oh no, the spiders are eating the ants. I don't give a shit. All of them can fucking die.
The spiders are eating the dance. The ants. Well, this might be a good time for our next sponsor. Let's see if you can hear this. Just tell me right off the bat if you.
Are you tired of scam calls?
Did you hear that? Okay,
Yep,
good. We'll keep it going.
Clear.
I'll start it back from the beginning then.
Are you tired of scam calls, sketchy emails, and strangers claiming you've won a cruise to a place that definitely isn't real? Introducing the Scam Slayer 9000, the world's only scam detection device so advanced it costs $1 million and comes in a box fancier than your entire house. This masterpiece of anti-scam technology uses hyperquantum scam sense, a system so powerful it can identify a scammer before they even know they're a scammer. Every purchase includes 12 elite cyber ninjas monitoring your digital life 24/7. The Scam Slayer 9000's diamond-infused circuitry ensures peak performance and makes your guests ask, "Why is your router glowing?" Just smile smugly. They wouldn't understand. With testimonials like, "I haven't seen a scam call in weeks. I also haven't seen my bank balance since buying it, but honestly, worth it. Jeff B." The Scam Slayer 9000 trademark, because you're not rich until your anti-scam device costs more than your car.
All right, the Scam Slayer 9000.
Cyber ninjas.
I like how that drove all three of you away from the computer.
I was like, well, this is just patently unbelievable. This is silly. Cyber ninja.
Well, there wasn't anything to watch, so
Yes.
It was a good opportunity for me to go backstage and check on everybody backstage here at the Agony Digital Studios.
You went to the red room, got some
I went to
hors d'oeuvres,
the red room back there.
The Red Room.
some non-red M&Ms.
Yeah, the
red
reason
room,
that was a very appropriate ad to use at that point is that it was all done through AI.
I was just going to ask. I could tell by
I
the
could
voice.
tell. It was really good.
No, the ad was created by AI.
Oh, you didn't write a damn thing.
I didn't write a damn thing.
What
I was like so behind everything all this week. I was just like, maybe AI can help me with the ad today, because I can't think and it's poop day.
So what is it like? What kind of prompt did you give it? Like
I put in create an ad that is about a device or something that's created about scammers.
And they made up cyber ninjas?
And they made up the whole thing. And then they were like, "Do you want it in this way or funnier?" I'm like, "Yeah, make it funnier." So then they gave me that. And then I found the AI voice and threw that together. And then the music I got online and put that together. So yeah, but you guys are talking about, Mexican AI taking over, Indian AI jobs. So I just thought this one took over my job this time.
Yeah, for me, the whole thing is the whole technology thing has been like a flat circle. So it started in the
Aren't most
late
circles
90s.
flat? I mean, there's two-dimensional, circles.
Just listen.
Somebody mute Matt.
But anyway, it starts where the internet is born, and a lot of, good, whatever tech people here in the United States and stuff start making money, make the internet big, and then they make the internet so good that, oh no, now the rest of the world is now able to make logos for like 50 cents, and and also the price on everything drops to the bottom, and oh God, and then starts to come around, and then AI comes and replaces all of those people. Yeah, so yeah, your AI can write shit for, $20 a month. I don't know if you use GPT.
Oh, I did it for free.
Well,
It
no, I'm
did
okay.
cost me
But you use
nothing.
GPT.
Yeah, it was ChatGPT for the script, and then it was 11 labs for the voice.
Are you scamming ChatGPT?
No, they let you do
No,
it for
there's a
free.
free
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
never
well,
would have guessed it was written. It kind of had your loopy diction, like the Cyber Ninja thing. Like,
you're a
hey,
loopy diction.
that sounds like a goofy
Mom's a
thing Matt would
loopy
come up with.
dick.
My loopy diction. What does that mean, Greg? Explain yourself.
You have these like, that's why I
Be
like
more
your humor.
constructive in your
You'll have this
criticism.
like these things that'll just like, who would even think of that? Like it's not like straight linear humor. Like, I'm gonna tell you a joke, but just come up with great like the game you had for kids. What was it? Bing Bong or remember that commercial?
Uh, Beep boop.
Yes. No AI could come up with that. That's
You don't know. I don't know if Bob would agree with you. I mean, Bob's known me for like since college. I mean, I never had a really good sense of humor back in college, did I?
well,
No, and it really was depressing because most of my friends did.
so you weren't a funny guy in college. You were,
No, I don't know what I was.
but you
I
were.
don't know. Do you have any like perception of like what I was like? And then like any different now than I was back then?
Was he quiet? Was he a quiet guy?
No, he wasn't quiet. He had his. He
He
said
just
what.
wasn't funny.
No, if
Was
I
he
tell
was
him,
he was but was he latently gay? That's what I want to know.
no, I tell him a good joke, and he comes back with social consequences of that.
Why
Well,
is the
that's
chicken
interesting. You
across
should
the
bring up the
road?
lately gay story, but there was a time when Bob and I had gone out on the town.
Oh,
We wandered into town from campus, and we came back with like four people. Um, one of whom hung back with Bob later, and apparently that guy was hitting on Bob. Do you remember this at all?
No, was I drinking?
I think we were on acid actually at the time.
No, yes, I do remember, but I already knew that guy was the way he is.
Was he a good kisser, Bob?
He didn't kiss me. I just
Oh,
didn't want to be rude. He is the one who gave me acid, so I'm going to be polite to my host.
I
yeah.
don't think he was the one. I think I gave it to you.
What about the two witches? They're the ones with acid.
Two- they were. I think one of those was a friend of mine. I don't remember who the other one was. Yeah, I
well,
don't
I'm
even
down
remember
with
how we all got together on that particular day.
It was
But
a magical night for me. People I'd
well,
never went out with, and I had a great time.
I didn't know the guy was gay, and you told me like a day or two afterwards that he was, because later he and I hung out like almost all night in his dorm room listening to music, and I had no idea. But I think you told me later that he was attracted to me or something.
You told me the story. I remember.
Did I tell you? Okay, but I don't remember telling you the story, but
Yeah.
that was Bob was the guy who was part of that. So
so
anyway,
he introduced you to this
well, he didn't introduce me. It was just that
the Smiths
he
This
and
lifestyle?
me and the other guy
college
were
story.
talking. I just had no idea that the guy was gay or anything, and I wouldn't have wanted to lead him on. I wouldn't have gone to his it was his dorm room and like stayed up all night listening to music if I had
Oh
known
yeah, that's
he
not
had like the
leading on.
hots for me or something. It's just I wouldn't have
Mm,
known. You know,
Well, you had a great
I
time
wouldn't have
hanging
done
out.
it. Yeah,
You're a
but then Bob
genius.
told me about it. I never talked to the guy again after I found out that he was interested in
Oh
men in
my
that way.
God, did you ghosted him? What a bitch.
The one that got away.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the case.
He could be in 1980,
Wait, say that one more time, Bob.
as open as he could be in the 80s. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because this was what 83 or no, it would have been like 85 or 86, right? Something like that.
yeah, the year I should have graduated, 85.
Okay, from college.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because I should have graduated in 88, so we were that much of a difference. Um,
What state was this in?
in Maryland.
Yeah, because in Tucson, when I went to college in the 80s, there was just a lot of gaiety and it was out Out and proud.
It was kind of out where we were too. I remember one time in the bathroom at outside of the radio station that I was strangely enough using the toilet, and someone knocks on the stall and asks me if I want a blowjob, and I'm like, no, thank you, I'm busy. and
Maybe later.
and they said, they
Get a
said
rain
okay, and
check.
went off.
Yeah. I'll get your number and get back to you. I'm a little tired.
No,
My jaw's
I'm just
tired.
like, I don't want anybody to disturb me when I'm doing my business. I don't care what it's about. I'm like, just leave me alone.
You know what? I don't. I'm serious. Like, I don't know. The hottest chick in the world could. If I'm taking a dump, the hottest chick in the world could walk in and go, "I'm going to give you a blowjob right now," and be like, "No."
No, yeah, get
Okay.
out.
What
Just
about a
get the
Blumpkin?
hell out. A what?
Later, please.
A
Not
what?
now.
A Blumpkin.
What the hell is that?
You never heard of a Blumpkin?
That's why I asked, dumbass.
That's what a woman. Well, I'm amazed. That's what a woman gives you a blowjob while you're taking a shit on the toilet.
And why would you be amazed that I don't know what that is? What
Because it's common knowledge.
do you mean it's
I didn't know
common
that,
knowledge?
Glenn.
It's not common knowledge for people who don't like spend a lot of time looking at porn
It's in the OED.
in the OED. Oh, is it?
It has the word origin and everything.
Yeah,
It comes from the Middle Ages. The word origin.
Whatever. That's a kink. I ain't into it.
I honestly
mean,
thought it had something to do with a pumpkin. I did not know where
No,
it
it
was
isn't
going.
like one of those. There's so many. We were just talking about that yesterday. All those stupid, like they're almost urban legends, like the Dirty Sanchez. Nobody's ever done that. It's like every teenager knows what a Dirty Sanchez is, but it's like it's not. Nobody's ever done that.
Well, once again, I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't actually know what it is.
Dirty Sanchez is supposedly if you're having anal sex with someone, and you know there's going to be a little Santorum on there and some batter. And then
Santorum was a senator from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but he's also his name has become synonymous with the poopy, jizzy discharge.
The early 2000s want their memes back, bro. Come on.
It was a Dan Savage thing. Dan Savage made this up, but I have read it places.
Now it makes sense. So you followed
Okay,
Dan Savage's column, so now it makes sense to me. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great column. So then you take once you're done, you take your penis and rub it on the lips of the person to make a mustache.
Why would you put it on their lips?
No, on their above their lip.
Above their lip. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for quibbling that, Matt. It was necessary. Yeah, so you do it right here, and you make a mustache. It's like I don't.
Wait, where do you put mustaches again? Where do they go?
Right on your lips.
All I'm gonna say is, you damn well know somebody's done that.
I know that's a thing. Someone has. Everything's
not
been
because
done.
It was a thing, but because the thing existed, like egg before the chicken.
Someone tried it,
right? But you just said like a minute ago, Greg, that no one has ever done that.
Okay, so maybe one person, but it's like it's so known you'd think that it was a real thing. Like it's an urban legend. Like kids are like, "Oh man, did you ever hear of a Dirty Sanchez? People do this."
I bet you once somebody made up that term, a bunch of people did it.
Do you think they ever got to fuck that girl again? I think
would it have to be a girl?
Well, no, or a guy. I get a guy would say, "What the fuck did you just do? You get the way."
There are filthy people in this world. Greg.
Some people might like it to be the bottom of the Dirty Sanchez. You're saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Be the bottom.
I don't even know what bottom means, but I just know that.
God.
Sorry, Greg. I was just thinking about that the other day. Somebody used that term, and I'm like, I actually don't even really know what that means. But anyway, regardless, it doesn't matter.
It's pretty self-explanatory, bro.
Do you know what a donkey punch is, Matt?
When you punch a donkey?
No. It's supposedly when you're fucking a woman from behind or a man, and then right at the moment when they're about to come, you punch them in the back of the head.
What the hell? Why do you know these things?
I heard it in the schoolyard growing up. These are like things that I thought were common knowledge.
You heard it in the schoolyard growing up, and you consider it to be
stories.
Common knowledge. It's common knowledge, I guess, amongst your circle of pervs, I suppose.
Every kid knew this. I wasn't like
every kid.
I wasn't a kinky 14-year-old. I would hear this weird shit.
Bob, all right, you've been around longer than all of us. Is this true, that what Greg is saying?
I've never heard of it before, but it sounds kind of neat.
I'd like to try it sometime. Yeah, I never thought to do that.
Picture in the back of the head.
So I just got to find someone at the right moment.
Brendan, what are you doing? Showing us your beer can collection and the
Yeah,
beer.
exactly. Hold on, I'm just fucking plugging it.
He's trying to dirty
Talk
Sanchez
amongst
himself.
yourself. Here, Jesus Christ. There.
Wait, is that your new company logo?
That's not new.
Yeah. It's not
Haggerty
new, but
Associates? I've never seen it. It's almost like the Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen, but with 2 more dots.
that's a good vibe you're picking up. Do you know where Dr. Manhattan's thing comes from?
What? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Do you know what that's based on?
No. Is it an atom of some sort?
It's the Mandelbrot set. It's chaos theory.
Oh.
You know how like they have that bubble and then it's got the bubbles and then the bubble on top? It's the classic fractal image that you always see.
But I always thought it repeats. Like
It does. It repeats. And so as you zoom in, it just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating.
He calls it a fractal Sanchez.
It's called a fractal Sanchez. That's where you have butt sex with somebody and then afterwards you quiz them on math.
You bore them with Mandelbrot theory.
You bore them with chaos theory.
Quiz them on math right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is a special thing that's going to be happening right now. So we should just move on to that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lumpkins?
He has an opinion, may not always be right. He's a real fake lawyer. He's old and he's white. Ask him a question, 'cause he's a good egg for bogus advice. Ask Greg. Ask Greg? Ask Greg!
So what do we have in store for Greg that's associated with the
I'm going to
criminal
chug some
activity?
bourbon. I'm not drunk enough. Hold on.
The criminal activities of scammers that questions that are from the audience out there.
I know it's going to take me a minute. I kind of forgot about this. I need to check my emails.
I understand about
in.
forgetting about things the last week or two. It's like we have 3 months to prepare for this show, and nothing gets done until the last minute.
Oh, we didn't know the client until a week ago.
Was it only a week ago?
2 weeks ago?
No, 2 weeks ago, you told me about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, you told me 2 weeks ago, but I was drunk at the bar. So it took a week to seep in.
It does. It has to seep as well. It's got to get through the haze to you. Oh, Greg, are you looking forward to the new bar in January?
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? I like that there's no like comfy patio. So it'll keep me from like sitting outside smoking too much and missing my song.
Is it a comfy patio at Mr.
No, it's
Meadows?
not. You just stand out in the parking lot. They don't have a patio or anything, or a table even.
I said at Mr. Meter Meadows. It's comfy.
Oh, yeah. It's got tables and it's got an overhang for the rain.
Okay.
Got heating lamps even.
Gotcha.
So maybe it'll make me better.
There. This is an old Yahoo account. We really need to upgrade our shit.
Well, we're just looking for people that Bob might know to ask us questions.
You should have AI'd this, Brendan.
Right now is the Ask Greg portion of the show, Bob, where we get questions where he is given legal questions to answer.
And I give expert
so I have an email. It got sent to spam for some reason. I don't know why. But let me read.
That sounds promising.
We'll let you read it.
It says, I'll read it. It says, hey, Greg, longtime reader, first-time person dragged into a possible felony. Here's the situation. I got an email from somebody claiming to be the regional vice president of the International Crypto Beagle Rescue Society.
Crypto Beagle?
I'll repeat that. International Crypto Beagle Society.
They do good work.
They said I had inherited a crate of unclaimed digital puppies and that all I need to do is buy them $650 for the Beagle release tax and then sign the puppy intent form. Seems crazy, but I did it immediately. So now they're asking for my social security number, Is this a scam? Totally not nervous. Portland, Oregon.
Made up address, name, Portland, Oregon.
That's that's their actual name is Portland, Oregon.
Oh,
Yes. Well, no, I think their name is actually totally not serious.
their name is
Or-
made up person. That's their legal given name.
Yeah.
Their name is
yeah.
Dark Bob.
As is all the people with this on this charade.
So I've dealt
called-
with a lot of scams over the years. I'm kind of like almost like a cyber vigilante with, all my friends ask me for advice.
A cyber savant, actually.
Yeah, or a cyber ninja, maybe. I've given a lot of people some good advice. I'm onto these people. I know their tactics. I've been studying them for decades. But I gotta say, in this case, that sounds like an amazing deal. I mean, only $650 for that many cyber beagles, and I can only imagine if you give them your social security number, they'll be able to offer you more wonderful cyber puppies and dogs. So it just sounds. I mean, if you could send me a link, I want to partake in this. This sounds. It's a good deal.
Sounds like they're NFTs, and NFTs are definitely a good investment.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of those.
NFTs.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's been a lot of digital beagle shenanigans over the years. If you go back to like the early 90s, there was the digital beagle gambit. I don't know if you remember that.
Wasn't that a character in X-Men?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, loosely based, but not totally. I mean,
Where the beagles are throwing out playing cards.
Possibly, but anyway,
Yeah.
okay. So possibly not a scam. Just be vigilant, is your opinion.
Well,
I think he didn't say. I don't think he said be vigilant. I think he said go all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such
Go
a
all
good
in?
deal that roll
Yeah.
the dice. I mean, it
And
could
he
be a
will
scam.
provide them with extra money to invest as
It
well.
could be a scam, but it's such a good deal. Like, why roll the dice? Why not take their chance? It's so. I mean, if it works, that you got a great deal. So try it.
You know what I
So-
just
so-
realized? I read recently that actually Greg started the crypto beagle scam. And now it all makes sense that he's
What?
giving this advice.
Matt, I told you that in confidence.
I thought I read it somewhere. Sorry, I have to have a moral compass here, and you can't take Greg's advice on this one because he's responsible for it.
Well, to be honest, I've really expanded. I have crypto pug now, crypto labradoodle. I mean, I've been making a lot of money off this, so I guess I'm conflicted. I guess I have a
For
biased
shame.
answer there.
For shame.
Shame!
I feel
Shame.
shame,
Shame!
but as you can see,
Shame!
what alleviates the shame is my amazing mansion that I live in. As you can see, that helps them make it better.
Especially when you're wiping your eye with a brown paper
Yeah,
napkin.
my eyes staying. Maybe
Because that's got to be nice and soft for your
It's
eyelids.
like he's getting all teared up about this.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been found out. They know about my crypto
I
doggy.
have sinned. I have sinned.
But since we're talking about crypto, I think it's a perfect moment to go into our final sponsor of the show. So let's get this one going for everybody. So here we go.
Well, hey there, darling. It's your old pal Burt Reynolds, talking to you from, let's call it the extended director's cut of life. Mustache still perfect, Trans Am still idling. I'm doing fine. Since I checked out, I've been keeping an eye on things, your portfolios, your choices, your very questionable spending habits. And let me tell you, some of you are one bad day away from selling plasma behind a Waffle House. So I cooked up something bold. Burtcoin. My officially unofficial, probably unregulated, cryptocurrency. Burtcoin, backed by pure American swagger, a 77 Trans Am engine block, and whatever leftover energy I borrowed from Dom DeLuise when he wasn't looking. Now, I can't promise your returns will be legal or sensible. Hell, even explainable. That's why you keep the law offices of Quibble, Squabble, and Bicker handy. The only lawyers Chuck Norris respects, because they once served him a subpoena barehanded. If you've ever wanted to invest in something bold, reckless, the kind of gamble that'd make deliverance seem like a spa day, baby, that's my whole resume. So pick up that phone. Dial 1-800-BURT-4EVA. Convert your savings. Sell the house. Sell the dog. Hell, sell the neighbor's dog. You know that mutt likes me better anyway. Bitcoin, where the only thing higher than the risk is Sheriff Buford T. Justice's blood pressure when he saw my taillights. Come on. Don't be a sumbitch. Invest.
Oh, you got that? You got the money ready for that, Bob?
I'm in, and I have money. I do. I really do. I have money.
He wants as much Burt coin as possible.
Was
I
that
like
AI?
that they're sponsoring our show.
Was that AI?
The voiceover?
No, that was Brendan's voice.
Oh, that was great. So Brendan
Oh,
didn't
the
use
voiceover was definitely AI. That was literally the Burt Reynolds trademarked voice. So the Burt Reynolds estate sold his voice, ironically, to 11 Labs, who's not a sponsor of the show. And
We both used twice, apparently.
yeah, so I spent $5 to get that just dialed in, but it was good. I learned a little bit about pacing and adding things and making it. But yes, the dialogue, the voiceover was AI. I actually edited together the video, which you didn't see, and wrote it myself.
I saw it.
I don't think the rest of us did.
You didn't see the video? Because it
It's
was
the
on
photos.
it was on the screen.
Yeah, I could see it. I saw Buford T. Justice and everything.
Okay. You know what? I had that whatever window minimized or
The
something.
mustache on the coin was a little much.
Well, obviously, Greg saw it since he knows about the mustache on the coin.
The
Yeah,
mustache
so
on the coin
obviously-
was just like he never had a mustache that big. That's like crazy.
That was a nice porn stash on the coin.
That is beyond.
I mean, yeah, okay. So the coin was AI, bro.
But it's not a
I
real
mean,
coin, Greg. It's
yeah,
Burt coin.
That mustache was unsustainable on a lip. It couldn't exist on a lip, a real human lip.
into
I think it could have existed on Groucho Marx's lip.
No, he had a much smaller one.
I don't think so. I don't think it was
It
as
was
small.
what about
it was-
Stalin? Stalin had a pretty serious stash.
Yeah, but that was like beyond.
I
I'm
think
saying.
you're overselling that mustache, Greg.
I
I
don't
don't
see
think
many
that's
mustaches.
I don't think that's as inimitable of a mustache as you think it is.
Dirty Burt Reynolds stash.
Is that's a different sex act, a dirty Burt Reynolds?
I'm not going to describe it to you because it will definitely be
Burt Reynolds?
Does it
know what?
involve a Trans Am?
Yeah. Oh,
And Dirty
does
Burt
it ever?
Reynolds, though, but here's the thing: a Dirty Burt Reynolds in the South is called a Turd Ferguson.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
It's called a hooper. A dirty hooper.
Hey, I thought at some point we should talk about like famous scammers, right? And
Some great ones. I love reading those guys. They're geniuses.
I went to Wikipedia. They have ones from like the 17th and 18th century. There's just a couple, so I figured
It was so easy back
I'll
then.
I'll read off like some of these, and we can decide if we want to delve into them further if anybody wants to. So, like in terms of what the scam was they did. So this is one from the 17th century. Is Willem Challoner. He was a serial counterfeiter and confidence trickster who was proven guilty by Sir Isaac Newton. And we move into the 18th century. There was a Gregor MacGregor. He There's a Scottish con man who tried to attract
No,
investment in
Scottish,
settlers.
really? Gregor McGregor.
Tried to attract investment in settlers from the non-existent country of Poye. I'm like,
Oye.
a non-existent country. That's a good one. Then we have
You know what?
Jean.
Gregor McGregor right now is my. I'm Gregor McGregor is my favorite right now. That's a great scam and a great name.
I'm
Then
going
we
to sell you
have
guys real estate in Narnia.
we have Gian of Vaual Saint Remy, who is the chief conspirator in the affair of the diamond necklace, which further tarnished the French royal family's already poor reputation, and along with other causes, eventually led to the French Revolution. That's interesting.
Oh.
All right, now we have 19th century, so it's just two from the 18th century. 19th century starts off with William Rockefeller Sr., so the father of John D., right? So he was a businessman, lumberman, herbalist, salesman, and con artist. Doesn't go into what he did, just says that his sons were John D. and William Avery Rockefeller Jr. Then we go into George Appo, an American fraudster, operated in New York, was involved in green goods scams. He wrote an autobiography and had a biography written about him, which discusses prison conditions and various other socioeconomic conditions of the later 19th century. I don't even understand that one.
What about Joseph Smith? Is he on that list?
I haven't gotten out. We don't need to get into religious ones. There's plenty of other
Good
like
Lord,
regular
you
ones.
fucking asshole.
He was such a scammer. He was a charlatan. He was a grifter.
We have Lou
All of them
Blonger.
were. We're gonna really go there. Jesus, Muhammad. We're just gonna really get into all
Jesus
that.
was a good guy. He said some nice things.
Jesus was a fucking fraud. He probably didn't even exist. Read your books. Good Lord.
If he didn't exist, how could he be a fraud?
Well, his current image is a fraud because he didn't
Now,
exist.
of course, it's a fraud, but it just sounded like a
Didn't
cool hippie
exist.
dude.
All right, well, let's move on to Lou
that-
Blonger, who is an American pickpocket and fraudster. He organized a massive ring of con men in Denver in the early 1900s. All right. C.L. Blood, an American patent medicine huckster, fraudster, and blackmailer. I wonder if he was like a snake oil guy. We have Amy Bach, a Tasmanian-born New Zealand con artist who committed numerous petty scams and frauds, and in 1909 impersonated a man in order to marry a wealthy woman. I wonder how challenging that would have been.
Yeah, well, the wedding night.
She is a strong number 2 for me.
Yeah, I've had a strong number 2 all day. Cassie Chadwick, Canadian woman who defrauded banks out of millions by pretending to be the illegitimate daughter and heir of Andrew Carnegie.
Good for her.
Eduardo del Valfierno, an Argentine con man who posed as a marquis and allegedly masterminded the theft of the Mona Lisa in 1911. Okay.
That's pretty boss.
Where was the Mona Lisa in 1911? It wasn't in the Louvre. I don't think that existed then, did it?
It was at Fort Knox, I think.
That's where they kept it.
Nothing
Mona Lisa.
We've already been through that. No one looked.
That's where the bones of Leonardo da Vinci are, too.
He has an Ark of the Covenant.
And this guy must be a cousin to Gregor McGregor. This is Lord Gordon Gordon, who is a British man who defrauded $1 million from Jay Gould, who was fighting for control of the Erie Railroad.
That sounds like an artist in the British invasion in the 60s. Lord Gordon Gordon with the number 4 hit of the week.
Right, with his special guest, Gregor McGregor.
I love the train.
Backup guitar by Gregor McGregor.
We have Bertha Heyman.
Gregor McGregor plays drums. Come on.
Oh, yeah. That makes it. No, he plays bagpipes.
Right. Bertha Heyman, American con artist, also known as Big Bertha, active in the United States in the late 19th century. And I'm not going to read the ones that they don't have any details on. Canada Bill Jones was king of the 3-card Monty men. Canada Bill. Wonder where he was from. All right, we have John E.W. Keeley. He was an American mechanic and carnival barker who claimed to have discovered a new force on the likes of Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla and bilked investors and socialites until the day of his death. A new force. I wonder what that force would have been.
Was he the one that made the Orgasmatron or whatever the fuck it was called?
Yeah.
It wasn't even with Orgone.
Yeah, that was Wilhelm Reich. And he made a weather machine that could control the weather.
I just remember there was a certain person in all of that weird that time period that was doing some sort of orgone energy.
Yeah, Wilhelm Reich. I saw a
Yeah.
documentary about him, and people still do Reichian therapy to this day.
Do
It's
they?
a form of
Okay.
psychotherapy, I guess, where they, and in the documentary, women would be on this thing with a little bump to rub against, and like orgasms are powerful, so they do therapy while they were doing it, and it supposedly released all this pent up stuff. It almost makes sense.
Yeah, it's called fluids, Greg.
No, it makes almost sense in a weird way. Because orgasms are powerful. Your brain is on another wavelength.
Right. The power of orgasms and sex and going way back and magic and all that shit. It's gnosis.
Yeah.
It's an altered state.
It's not money that's the root of all evil, it's orgasms.
No, that's the root of all good.
Orgasms is the root of all good.
They're all good. It's all good, bro.
The hunt for them is the root of evil, I guess is what I meant.
You know what I love about I've been listening to this history podcast, and I love in the old days, a moron like me could just go to another town. I'd just be like, hey, I'm a doctor. People would be like, really? And as long as I was savvy enough to quick on my feet, they'd be doctors for 40 years. They'd be well-respected pillars of the community. Turns out they never went to med school. They don't know anything.
This is the next two here. We have Victor Lustig, who was born in Bohemia, and he was known as the man who sold the Eiffel Tower twice. And then we have William McCloundy, who was convicted of selling the Brooklyn Bridge to a tourist. So that's where those came from.
I've heard of that.
Yes. And we have George C. Parker, who also sold the Brooklyn Bridge, as well as other New York City monuments. And he sold the Brooklyn Bridge twice a week for years. The saying, I'll say the Brooklyn Bridge originated from that guy. Okay, that's interesting. And there's, of course, Charles Ponzi. The Ponzi scheme is named after him.
Famous.
Adele Spitzeder, the German actress that arguably was the first to perpetrate a Ponzi scheme between 1869 and 1872, when she defrauded thousands of people by promising them 10% return of interest monthly, which she paid with the money of new investors. Well, that was nice of her.
I fell for that one.
There was a guy named William Thompson, who was a criminal whose deceptions caused the term confidence man to be coined. So he gets in the history books for that.
Wait, what's his name?
William Thompson.
Oh, but why confidence man? What does that have to do with him?
Because apparently his deceptions were caused the term to be named. So whatever he was doing, there's no more details on it than that.
Okay.
I'd have to go further in. Fernando Wood, a U.S. congressman and mayor of New York City, and also a con artist who defrauded his brother-in-law and three others of $20,000 in a scheme involving the charter of a ship to sell goods during the California Gold Rush. Yes. All right, now we move to the 20th century. This is kind of an odd one. They have Harry Anderson. Like that Harry Anderson.
What? The magician?
Yes, American actor, comedian, and magician. Anderson was towed around the country by his mother, a grifter, where he learned the trade. He funneled that into a career as a magician and a comedian, landing his own TV show. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Harry Anderson was like a legit con man.
I want a TV movie about that.
Yeah, now, at
or
this moment.
Or a Lifetime movie.
Yes, or a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, where Christmas is involved somehow.
The redemption of Harry Anderson.
The Christmas story of Harry Anderson.
Brent, did you have any opinion on this, or is he in the bathroom?
He's gone.
He is now just his logo. He's turned fractal on us. There was Archibald Stansfeld Belaney, also known as the Grey Owl. He was a British-born conservationist, fur trapper, and a writer who impersonated a Native American man. First cultural appropriation, apparently.
Like that famous actor who did the crying Indian thing.
Yes.
Turned out he wasn't Native American at all.
Leonard Nimoy? Wasn't that Leonard Nimoy?
No.
There was a guy named Alan Conway who was best known for impersonating Stanley Kubrick. He just went around telling people, I'm Kubrick, fund my movie.
William Iron Eyes Cody was his name. And it turns out, for decades, he wasn't Native American at all. But he
No, the truth is Stanley Kubrick was that guy.
Well, and he faked the moon landing.
Exactly.
He
We
was
heard
the moon
whole-
landing, actually. Stanley
He-
Kubrick
That's why
was
they had that.
all of
It
it.
was like one of those bait and switch things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he made it seem that the Native Americans colonized the moon, which I believe.
I had forgotten about that they had
Yeah.
colonized the moon. It's not a fake thing, Greg. It's
Yeah,
real.
but then we took it from them.
No. There was that.
Yeah,
There's the whole trail of asteroids that they went
Yeah,
through.
the trail of asteroids.
Didn't we buy
Oh, that
with
was a
some
tragic
trinkets?
part of our history. I don't like to think about it. But I mean, they weren't doing anything with the moon. They were just whatever.
Just a big lump of rock. What were you saying, Bob?
Oh, that we paid trinkets for it. The moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid $24 with a
And
blanket
trinkets.
and copper pieces and necklaces.
And New Orleans beads.
What are those your favorite trinkets, Bob, and New Orleans beads?
Oh yes, I used to have such a collection.
Did the
Before
moon
it
have
got pilfered.
Did the moon show you their tits so that you could get those?
The man in the moon showed.
I'm the one who had
boobs.
to show to get a bead necklace.
Oh, you had to show them.
I showed mine. And
So
I
you
wasn't-
showed your tits to the moon.
and I
and got the
wasn't wearing
necklace.
a bra.
Matt, when you first met Bob, was he festooned with New Orleans beads? Was that his fashion? That
Actually,
At
it
the
covered his
couch?
entire head. So all you could see
just
were his
wrapped him
eyes.
around
His eyes were peeking out.
like a
and that was
burqa?
it. Yeah. Yes.
When
At
I
the
got
time we
beads
met,
on,
no one was aware of New Orleans beads except for possibly just people in New Orleans. So it
Okay.
wasn't a thing then that I am aware of. So
when I got my beads, I am somebody.
it means you saw some tits.
or
Or-
he
or
showed
showed some.
his.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, yeah. You
Oh,
He
showed-
showed a lot.
No,
That's what I
it's like Greg, it's like pitch and catch. If you have beads, you were showing. If you got no beads, you were throwing.
Ah, true.
Did you just make that up?
I did. That wasn't even AI, bro. That was me just spitballing. Because we used to do that in Ybor City, just like they do in the French Quarter, kind of around the same time period. So we would go down to my friends had an office downtown Ybor, and they would have these parades and was all that kind of shit. And yeah, we would have just tons of beads, and we would, like have the beads, and then the girls would do this, and we'd throw the beads.
Damn. It's like Ring-a-lario. Ring-a-lario.
There's
It was-
people who sell things in other countries that are on monuments as well. There's a guy named Nat Warlal, who is a legendary Indian con man who is known for having repeatedly sold the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and the Parliament House of India. Like, how do you get away with selling the Parliament?
Yeah. You know what?
Don't-
You know what is interesting that all the people we talked about earlier, like the guys who call up your mom and whatever,
Yeah.
fuck those people. Like, you want to murder them, right? So all of these people, I kind of admire. Like, it's like, that's some moxie. They're just like brilliant, weird. It's almost like performance art, The people who can do
Right.
that. Like, how do you sell the Eiffel Tower to someone? You got to be fucking clever and charming and fucking smart as hell. Like, I can't help but admire these kind of scammers, even though they're
Yeah, these
still
are
ripping off people, poor gullible people. But it's different than like Bernie Madoff or something, or the person who called up your mom for some.
Well, Bernie Madoff is on this list too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
I mean, but
it's-
that's not like clever or charming. It's just like, oh, you're just a dick who hurt a lot of old
Right.
people.
You know what, Greg? It's like serial killers versus like mass shooters. Like maybe they have the same body count, but there's an art
Yeah,
that has been lost in killing.
I don't admire them. I think they're horrible, but you're right. There's an artistry involved.
I learned that I
Right.
can make myself disappear if I would put my shirt over my nose. Watch.
Whoa! Oh my god! Wait, you just
I'm here,
put it over your nose,
And I'm not.
and then the computer doesn't realize you
I'm
exist.
gone. I'm back. I'm gone. Oh, it's not doing it. Oh, there we go. And I'm
Why
back.
does it do that? So it just knows your nose, like.
I don't
if I-
know. I
if I
think
don't see
it
the
might be
nose-
the red shirt.
I can see if you were
I feel
covering
like
your
those
whole
guys from the
head.
Muppets. Yep.
I think it
yep,
only
try
works
it.
because I have a fake screen behind me. Like if
Okay.
you
Yeah,
guys if
the
you
rest
guys
of
were to
us
do
are
that,
like,
it might happen also. So there's
we're
like
all in
some
real life.
interesting AI going on as well. But anyway, moving on. There was Riley Shepard, who was a country musician who used numerous pseudonyms to break the terms of his recording contracts and defraud investors. That's helpful.
Isn't that what
Can you
Prince did when he
can you
became
guys
the
hear the
artist?
dogs barking? Can you hear them at
I
all?
No,
can't.
I can't.
Oh, thank God, because they're like really loud in here. So anyway, sorry, I don't know if that was Prince. There was a guy named Alessandro Zarelli, who was an Italian amateur footballer who posed as a fictitious Italian Football Federation official and attempted to dupe clubs in the United Kingdom into signing a supposed talented young professional player himself in a bid to earn a pro contract and kickstart a career in the sport.
Did it work? Does it say?
I don't know. It must have worked to a certain point. I disappeared again. Oh, I'm back. So
Well, and
that
Brendan has just turned foxy.
yes, he's got a
I think
fox
in protest.
with a turtleneck, so he's a dual
I'm a
animal in that
hot
sense.
fuck. Rare.
All right, so those are all people who are dead that I've mentioned. Now we've got ones who are still alive, and these are much more specific cons that we have the information about. We have this is one that they made a movie out of. Frank Abagnale Jr., who was a check forger and imposter. He became an FBI consultant, and they made the movie Catch Me If You Can. That was one with
I love that movie.
it was like DiCaprio and Tom
Yep.
Hanks or something. I can't remember who was in it. He impersonated a Pan Am pilot and claimed to have impersonated a doctor, a lawyer, and a teacher to illegally make over $2.5 million. Brendan is now a raccoon in the Aurora Borealis. Or maybe he's the Aurora Australis. I don't know which one it is.
And now I'm a northern raccoon.
Oh, no. Okay, good. He's a northern raccoon.
The Saskatchewan raccoon.
Saskatchewan coon.
You're adorable right now. I just want to pinch your cheek.
You're adorable.
Yeah.
Here's Steve Commissar. I like this one. A career confidence trickster who is best known for selling over 1 million solar powered clothes dryers for $49.95 each, which turned out to be clotheslines.
Wow.
Sold clotheslines
Well,
for $50 as solar powered clothes dryers.
So this is
Not
before Yelp.
necessarily lying.
This is before Yelp, when like the first person would have said, like, hey, this guy's he's selling you a clothesline. People just kept buying them, getting scammed.
I don't
They
know if
didn't
this
know.
is before Yelp. I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
this isn't. It looks like he was born in the 60s, so it probably was in the 80s or something.
Yeah, before Yelp. It's like you could get away with so much more.
I don't know why Yelp
before the
would be
internet.
the turning point, Greg. Do you have
Well,
a thing
because
about
people
Yelp?
could have people could have looked this up and said, hey, what's up with this guy? This guy sold us a clothesline. Don't.
I just thought of something. You know, like you guys had your scam stories, and I realized I'd forgotten about, maybe because I was sort of mentally blocking it, the scam that I worked for almost 3 years.
Do
You
tell.
worked for a scam for 3 years?
Uh,
Are you talking about the Tea Party?
nope.
Another scam.
That-
Was this the dryer balls?
Yes.
What?
that's
What
right.
are the dryer balls?
So when I first got to Clearwater, I did a bunch of just odd job work type stuff. And anyway, I was struggling to get something going. I'd gone down there with one idea for a business. That business kind of went sideways. The guy that I was sort of partnered with moved back to Chicago. I was just stuck. I drove cab for a while, and then I was really sick of that. So this friend that I knew said, "Oh, they're hiring at this place," and I was like, "Oh, okay. They need a marketing guy." I'm like, oh, "I can do that." So I get the job. But what we sold was basically blue balls. So they were plastic balls, about this big, and inside of this plastic ball was blue water. The blue water had been magically, not magically, literally, but like scientifically induced to act like laundry detergent. And it was so thereby enhanced that its magical properties could emanate outside of the plastic ball that it was contained in. So you'd buy this ball for like $50.
Like a Tide Pod.
No, nope, something different. Tide Pods made me laugh, but no. You chuck this thing in your washing machine, and you wash your clothes, and they come out clean for about 6 months.
After all the
What
detergent in your laundry machine gets run through. Right.
Right. What most people don't know is that they have about probably a good 6 months, 5, 4, depending on how much laundry they do, worth of detergent caked inside of that drum that will continue to clean their clothes in a half-ass fashion. So we started getting calls in the 4 or 5 month period. I'm working in the marketing department. They're like, my balls stopped working. And I'm like, oh no.
Time to buy a new one.
So you knew it was a scam.
Did I at first? Probably not. I just really didn't want to drive cab anymore. And I didn't really do any sort of research. By the time I was in, I was so enmeshed. I was part of the executive structure. And I was just like, oh God, people are going to go to jail. I was getting calls from attorney generals like,
oh
yeah, you know that shit that you're said in your brochure, your video is bullshit, right? And I'm like, I'm just a marketing guy. And they're like, well, somebody's gonna have to stay after school, motherfucker. And I'm like, okay, bye. Clink.
How much longer did you stay with that business after that call?
I took it to almost the end. There was very few people left in the company.
You said 3 years, right? You were there for 3 years.
Yeah, it was probably 2.5. It felt like 6, but the last bit was, it was a couple of years. And eventually I just sort of like,
yeah,
found another job.
Like Homer Simpson in the bushes.
I was hoping that Brendan was going to go completely behind the screen just then.
That would have been cool. I don't have that.
Covered his nose.
Yeah. I just walked out and started my first.
So you walked out before like the desks started being carried out by movers and chairs.
No. At one point I'm not going to say why this happened, but at one point I went into one of the founders' apartments without them knowing and took computer equipment because it had information on it, and I packaged that all up. And I remember his cleaner lady, because this is this millionaire dude. This cleaner lady was like, "Oh, I know." I'm like, "Yeah, we're here from the IT department," and she's like, "Oh, that's." And we're like unplugging shit and putting shit in carts. And she's like, do you need anything? I'm like, could you get us some drinks and like maybe a sandwich or two? So she goes in and makes us fucking sandwiches. We're eating sandwiches, drinking shit. And then we'll walk out with all of his stuff. So yeah, it was close.
So he didn't know you had done that?
No.
Oh, okay. Got it. What did you do with all of his computer stuff?
I
plead the fifth.
Don't recall.
Brendan, you were much more cagey about the burning police car. You should have been like, I was around and someone broke into this apartment and stole the computers. I was in the vicinity.
But anyway.
So how did you find out that the things in the balls weren't working?
After 6 months?
I started to do my own research. Like, I was like, wait the fuck a second. Because I was getting all these calls. I'm like, oh, it doesn't work. And then the boss people are like, we're going to introduce a new thing. And I'm like, what is that? It's like, it's called Booster. And they're like, here. And they're like, make packaging for this. I'm like, this is just fucking detergent, asshole. So you're going to add detergent to the random plastic ball now? So then I started researching it. And then I went down this path. This gets so deep. I went down this path of this idea that you can imprint, because water is some sort of mystical, pure thing. You can imprint on water other chemical signatures. This is where homeopathy comes from.
Okay.
Where you get the little thing, and it's like tincture of bullshit, and you hold it in your hand
I
or
remember
in your eye.
buying tincture bullshit a few times.
Yes, exactly. So it's kind of in that, it's adjacent in that kind of theory of weird bullshit. But anyway, so this lunatic who lived in Las Vegas was in charge of making this bullshit in his laboratory. I had to go to his laboratory. It was like a X-Files part of my life. So I'd go down to the laboratory and I'm like, this is obviously fucking bullshit. And then I get to this other place where I met a guy named Dr. Lowe, who was also working on other Baser technology.
What
And I was
technology? What
like,
was that word you said?
Baser.
Baser. What's Baser?
All those things in your body with the eye,
With the
It
the
was
eyes.
tumors.
no, it was some, he had cracked the code on some kind of differential light wave bullshit. And so it was a laser, but it wasn't a laser, it was a
Oh, Baser.
baser, like laser, but
I was
baser.
thinking
But
of
anyway,
So
Bazoers.
not light waves, it's bullshit waves.
Yeah,
Basers. Got it.
it's
I have
It's
flim-flammery
no,
wave.
waves of bullshit coming at everyone.
I have no idea.
Tight beams.
I sat in this conference room meeting where he was doing this whole dry erase bullshit thing in his broken Chinese English. And I just sat there eating watermelon, nursing the hangover from the night before, going,
And the
how do
racism comes back right there. It's just back to the racist shit.
because I was eating watermelon? He was
Yes,
Chinese. That's not
Watermelon's
related.
it
good.
is.
Were you
I
eating
just
fried
remember it
chicken too,
was
though?
I just
What was
remember because of my hangover, it was so delicious. I was
Yeah.
infatuated. I was just like, ah. The guy next to me was like, "Are you really hungry? You've eaten all the watermelon." I'm like, "I'm just kind of thirsty." And this guy's boring as shit. Anyway, so I walked out the door, but that was a huge scam. It was featured in a full-length movie starring none other than Gina Davis and Eddie Murphy called Holy Man. I'm sure you can find it on streaming. If
Holy
you
Man?
watch Holy Man, there's
You've
a
never
bit.
told us this.
So we're not talking the Golden Child. It's called Holy. I don't remember Holy Man. Okay.
It's
Why?
called
Why the
Holy Man.
golden child?
Well, that
What?
was an
Oh,
Eddie Murphy movie I'm aware of. So
now Holy Man was a late Eddie Murphy. Might have been like somebody trying to help Eddie Murphy get back on his feet, but it's literally Eddie Murphy, Gina Davis, and I believe
Bernie
what's
Madoff.
his name? Not Bernie Madoff.
Who played you, Brandon? Brandon?
I can't remember his name. Another famous actor. It was like there was some pretty decent
But
people
who
involved in
played
it,
you?
but no one played me. But the gist of it was this one actor whose name I can't remember, and Gina Davis worked for the Home Shopping Network, kinda, and they were looking for a pitch man, and they found this holy man, Eddie Murphy, preaching bullshit gospel on the street. So they brought him into their TV studio, and he began hawking their shit, and that's pretty much the gist of the show. But at one point, there's these two other ladies who are also talent on their network who are doing some other thing, and they have the balls and they're rubbing them on themselves to clean their clothes like this. And they have Midwestern accents. And I remember getting the call from the production company. They're like, "Can we get some of your balls?" And I'm like, God, this is the greatest call ever that I'll never record. And I'm like, how much of my balls do you want? And so then they asked me, and
You
I
want to
shipped
hold
them,
my balls, is what you're telling me?
exactly. So I shipped them off some balls. So
So I found the
check out
movie. It's with Eddie Murphy, Jeff Goldblum, Kelly Preston, Robert Loggia, and John Cryer.
That
Jeff
sounds like a big
Goldblum was the one I
movie.
was trying to remember.
I
What was
never
that,
heard of
Greg?
that movie.
It
It
was
sounds like a
1998.
sounds like a big major motion picture with all those stars. I've never heard of it.
It had a budget of $60 million and it made a
Yeah.
box office of 27 million.
It
Wow.
was a bomb.
It probably broke a studio.
Yeah.
It was a bomb. It's not bad because, you can't really put all those people in a room and not have it be at least somewhat
Yeah.
entertaining. It wasn't the blockbuster that everybody wanted.
There is a ton of cameos in that too. Morgan Fairchild, Betty White, Florence Henderson, James Brown, Soupy Sales, Dan Marino, Willard Scott.
Soupy Sales. He was dead at that point.
They all appeared as themselves in that.
They
I don't think he was. I don't
resurrected.
think he was dead in '98.
He was. They resurrected him. It was
I mean, I
Soupy
don't know
Tail
if it-
Zombie.
Soupy
I
Sales
don't know if
died
it's-
in 2009, Greg.
I'm kidding.
it-
As far as
I don't know
anyone
if
knows,
The internet is a wonderful thing.
as far as anyone knows, he was dead by
As far
1990.
as anyone's dead.
I'm telling you though, it's not a bad movie. Despite the money, it should have been a cult classic because I think there's a lot of you know what? There's a lot of stuff for like people our age because there is a lot of like soupy sales and bullshit like this because they all appear on the the home shopping network. So it's very that time period. So it's a little nostalgic, I think, for people our age. But
I totally want to see this movie. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I bet it's on Tubi.
It's got to be on Tubi. I have a
Don't
list
know.
for it. I just thought of it.
Tubi's got everything that you want to see.
I'm going to do one
Today's
more
podcast is
scammer.
sponsored by Tubi, by the way.
I love Tubi.
I'm going to do one more scammer, which is Craig Stephen Wright, who is an Australian businessman who claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, who was the inventor of Bitcoin, and attempted to prove it in courts with countless poorly forged documents.
Wait, he attempted to be a Japanese man.
Right. But he was the name Craig Stephen Wright.
Did he hold his eyes like?
Claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto.
Oh, who's the racist now, Greg?
This is the kind of scammer that I.
Greg
can't help
has
but admire.
always been the racist, actually.
This is the kind of scammer that I just can't help but admire, like the audacity, the balls. Like that's insane that you would try to imitate a Japanese person. It's like it's beyond just evil grifting. It's like you're kind of a performance artist. You're a genius.
Well, we know who Greg's heroes are now.
I can't help but just be in awe of these people. I don't like them. I know they're bad. They rip off people.
Yes.
But it's like it's crafty. It's clever.
But to pay tribute to what Greg is saying about
wait. Hold that thought, Brendan. I think whatever you have to say is a perfect time for this particular activity that we're going to do right now.
This is The Last Word with Brendan Haggerty.
So,
can we have Lavana make him Brendan a song?
I'll talk to her about it.
So we don't have to hear your backward voice masking.
you don't like my satanic messages?
It's weird.
That's good. No,
I still don't understand it.
It's kind of become my thing now. So I guess where I'm going with this is that scams are terrible and scams are horrible. And one of the things that we're losing sight of now is the art of the scam. As Greg has pointed out, as I pointed out, as Matt has pointed out, there's just brutal bullshit that's not really artistic. And there used to be a certain artist's quality to scams. Like what I was going to say is that, when we designed what turned out to be obviously fake laundry balls, and they had to be balls for various reasons, and there had to be water in them, I was the one that said, you know what, that water should be blue because they should be blue balls. And I did that with intention and meaning because it was so ridiculous. And there was a certain art that went into, and that's why it made it to the movie, I think. Holy man, check it out. That is the art that's lost. Just Indian and Pakistani people scamming old people out of their money is horrible. And they should be.
And it's boring. It's just boring.
And it's super boring and basic. And as AI only makes it worse, it's going to eliminate the jobs for all of those degenerates. So good night and good luck.
Well, that was an excellent last word. Bob, do you have anything you would like to add? You look very sad there as you get smaller and smaller in the background.
I'm trying to get away
from the flammery.
Have you gotten your life back under control, Bob?
I enjoy a good scammer when I'm in the mood for it, but when I'm not, it's annoying.
When it happens to you, it's annoying?
when I'm not in the mood for it. When I'm in the mood for it, I'm happy to talk to them about, yes, I can't wait till I get my money. And be all excited and everything. And they take me along, and when they get to the part where I got to tell them something, I said, oh, I can't do that. I'll make up some weird excuse like it's my bedtime and hang up on them.
You know, you're a person who I would believe anytime you said it's my bedtime.
It's getting there now. I'm right here. Let's wrap this up.
That's right. Bob is what makes our show intercontinental.
Past my
Oh,
bedtime.
he's on the East Coast?
Yeah, he's in Boston.
Oh, yeah, it's bedtime, bro.
Bedtime for Beantown.
That's actually his nickname.
Long
Bedtime.
days and pleasant nights, brother.
Bedtime bro.
Yeah, bedtime, bro.
All right, so we will conclude this session of flim-flammers, scammers, and rip off your mammers, or that episode anyway.
Hammers.
And I guess what, December, January, so I guess we'll come back in February for the new year of law offices Quibble, Squabble, and Bicker.
Where our client will be Groundhog Day.
Ooh.
The client, or maybe just groundhogs, or just the ground.
For Valentine's Day, the biggest flim-flam of all.
I think we can move on to different topics than flim-flams. We've done that today, Greg. We don't need to like
Well, it's a
thematically.
different thing about flim-flams. Love. The biggest
Right.
scam of all.
Love
Is it?
is a flim-flam. Oh, my God. Let me light a candle, bro. Hold on. My first one.
Please
Greg?
do.
Greg's depression is evident now.
I'm not depressed about it. I just love stupid.
That's
I've opted out.
stupid. I would like to
I've been
love,
very happy.
Valentine's Day is pretty stupid. I would agree.
Yeah.
especially, you know, what maybe we should do an episode about actual saints, like all
Ooh,
the
I like
different
that.
saints, you know,
Yeah, there's a
because,
lot of crazy
you know,
stories there.
Saint Valentine, Saint Patrick, and then, you know, all the other ones.
Saint Sebastian, the
Saint Vincent.
made of pin cushions,
Saint
and
Nicholas.
porcupines.
Right. You're not Catholic, are you, Bob?
No, I'm not Catholic, but I'm definitely not Catholic.
I'm not
Glad
Catholic,
you
but I'm
glad you
definitely
clarified.
not Catholic.
Glad you clarified your lack of Catholicism. Well, you're Episcopalian, aren't you?
No, I was Lutheran.
You were Lutheran. What are
Yeah,
you now?
That's the opposite of Catholic.
I'm Assemblies of God. I've been redone.
What does Assemblies of God do?
They're kind of like Pentecostals. They're pretty
Oh,
Right.
do you
Do you
speak
handle
in
snakes?
do you speak in rattlesnake? Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Do you
No, we
speak
don't
in
have-
rattlesnake?
No, we just have strict. We have to behave ourselves outside and inside.
Wait, so what are you doing on this podcast?
Your body? Inside your body, you have to behave?
Do you know why I only invite?
Keep your spleen under control.
Yeah. My liver is misbehaving.
Look, I'm out of gin and tonics, and you guys are really holding me up on my next one.
You can get one.
All right,
I've been
Greg
refilling
can
my
show
drink.
you Greg can show you tricks on how to keep yourself lubricated throughout the show.
Is that a trick? You just get up and listen and walk away from the screen.
You get up and listen?
I listen while I get up and walk away from the screen to get more booze.
Oh, okay. I guess
I've
that
done
would
it
do it.
twice tonight.
It's that easy, Bob.
I thought it was more of an indentured servitude issue.
No, that's me.
No.
I'm the indentured servant here.
You've been
So I'm-
invited. You have to stay.
And responsible.
Without scammers, we'd be bored.
Well, no, we would just. The reason I asked if you were Catholic, I thought you might have a better insight on saints
Oh
for
no! But
doing it.
school in the 6th grade.
Say that again.
I went to Catholic school in the 6th grade.
Just the 6th grade.
Just the 6th grade. Mom and Dad said get him out of public schools, and the only private was a Catholic. And I learned my Hail Marys.
Did you get
Okay.
whipped with a ruler?
Did you throw a lot of footballs?
No, but the guy in front of me did, and I felt so bad for that guy. He had a learning disability, and he was left-handed, and you're not allowed to write left-handed in the Catholic school. So when the nun wasn't looking, he'd swap hands and try and write real quick, and she'd catch him and whack him on the knuckles, and I wanted to get up and say something to that, but I didn't, because I was
She
Wait,
whacked
yeah.
him on. She whacked him on the nuts.
on the knuckles.
The knuckles.
Oh, knuckles. Like, Like I didn't know it was that bad.
Just that.
Ah!
Oh, oh, oh,
What have you done to me?
oh,
And then she dirty Sanchez'd him.
That's the
oh,
perfect closing
all
point to
back
the
to Dirty
show.
Sanchez, bro. God.
Yeah, Greg, you can't do those things. You make Brendan say bro too often.
Well, at least he's
Yeah.
not saying bra.
That's true. Used to know a guy who did that.
So in short, I don't know the patron saint of scammers.
I think that's St. Nicholas, actually.
Really?
He's the patron saint of thieves.
Oh.
Wait.
What'd you say, Greg?
Santa Claus?
Well, St. Nicholas.
That's Santa Claus.
I mean, it's Sinterklaas. Anyway, but if that's what we want to talk about next time, we might change our minds. We got a couple of months to wait, so
We can do it.
we shall see.
Let's
All
wait
right.
until like February the 1st.
And go, what is it today? Second week of
Right.
February? Third week? Oh yeah, that'll be coming up to my giant birthday celebration the following month. So that'll be, we can discuss that too.
You're December
That's in
baby?
March.
No, my birthday's in March.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bob, you should take a trip out here. It's going to be quite the shindig.
What is there I can come out and see in Seattle? What would I be looking for?
Well, we're not in Seattle, so nothing.
Oh, where are you?
Portland.
Oh, Portland, that other place.
That other place. Yes,
Yeah.
it's much seedier.
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
I don't know. That's questionable, but
Is it expensive?
Yeah,
Depends on how much money you spend.
I don't know.
It's expensive.
If you spend a lot, it's expensive. If you live like Greg, it's not.
No, it's very expensive.
You can stay with Greg if you're in town.
I do have a spare bed.
He did that for Brendan when Brendan came to town originally.
as long as you're vaccinated, otherwise you get ran out of town.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
a
I put you up for a
libertarian
month,
freedom
Brendan.
lover.
I
You
feel
get
terrible.
kicked out of his goddamn house.
Sorry, I put you up for a month.
I've been vaccinated since monkeypox. That's
What?
monkeypox.
What about monkeypox?
That was my last vaccination, and that was well over a year ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were doing vaccinations for
I never heard
monkeypox.
about monkeypox. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I've never been poxed by a monkey. That's a government.
Yeah, I don't hang out with monkeys, so I'm not worried.
There are no
What kind of
monkeys
monkey
poxed.
actually did that to you, Bob? I'm just curious now.
No, a monkey didn't do it. A nurse did. But that's what they called it, monkeypox, whatever kind of variant that was.
From Boston, they hire monkeys to be nurses. You could be a nurse if you're a monkey.
Only at Salem Hospital.
Only one particular hospital does it.
The one you
The-
don't.
Yeah,
It's the ape
Saint
hospital.
Monkey. St. Curious George.
And the dragon. All right.
Right.
I think that's a good time for us to go. Thank you all for attending. And for the one other person who watched this on YouTube, thanks for not commenting anything.
You know their
So-
name? Is their
No,
name-
I have no. I just saw that there were two people watching, and I'm the other one.
Did they
on
watch the whole
YouTube.
time?
I wasn't the whole time. I didn't notice.
Okay.
But we have 491 subscribers on our YouTube channel, so I figure maybe one of them did something. I don't know.
I mean, has that grown? Or that's the same
Let's
it's always been?
get to 1,000 by the end of next year. Let's
I don't see
double
that.
our numbers.
I think I would have to spend money again for that to happen.
Yeah.
No,
I think 480 of those subscribers are bots. So
Yeah. You'd have to
My-
send more flim-flam money to Indonesia.
right, or Bangladesh or whoever I gave the money to the last time to make us popular and ruin the algorithm. But at the very least, this gets us to talk to each other at least once every 3 months. So that's something.
That is something.
Right.
So wait,
Yes.
could we ever get monetized again, or we're like banned for life? It's like
What do you mean? Could we ever get monetized again? We've never been monetized, Greg.
I thought we got demonetized. We were making money through that flim-flammery. But then
No,
YouTube-
it was through anchor.com or anchor.fm.
and didn't they tell us like
They gave us a certain amount of money for doing ads for them.
Yes. And didn't they say
And then
no more?
no, it's because they have a limited amount of money that they give away. so they could give away as much as $50, and then you don't get any more after that. So we got the $50, we had the pizza party, and then it was done.
I thought it was because we hired that flim-flammer.
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Oh, all this time I thought that.
So you still got Firkins on what? Sundays?
Sundays and Thursdays, yes.
Thursdays. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And
Wednesdays you're not doing obviously
Wednesday,
that one thing.
well, no, Wednesday I'm at Mr. Muter Meadows through the end of the year, and that goes from 6 to 10. And you should be
Okay.
going to that, Brendan. I mean, it's early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Both
might
speakers
come out
changed again.
to
What
I
the?
might
Why does
come
this
out to
do
that.
that? Frickin' crazy goddamn thing.
I might come out to Wednesdays. I think that would be good for me.
It would be good for you to get out of your apartment or your condo
I
or whatever it
agree.
is. Yeah.
I just
My
can't believe that
satellite
all
above.
of this we do, we can't get a fucking pizza out of it ever again.
Well, that's what your wallet is for, Greg.
Yeah, but we provide entertainment to people.
And the fact is, Greg, that I spent more than $50 on the pizzas.
I believe it.
Probably you did, yeah. And you
Yes.
spent lots of money on everything, getting this
Right.
podcast up.
So for you to go into your whole communist perspective on this,
It's not communist, it's
is
capitalist.
the money comes out of my
I am
pocket.
doing work. I expect some.
You want a free pizza is what you
I don't
want.
want a free pizza. Well, I'm doing work. I'm
You're not
sitting
doing
here.
work.
I'm drinking bourbon. I'm
It's a
talking.
simple matter of listen, you Lenin. It's a simple matter of economics. If we had enough people watching us, you could get a free pizza. But in order to get enough people to watch us, you'd have to work hard.
You think that would help? Actually,
Well, Greg, we had momentum and then it all died.
well, we had like famous people on and stuff.
Right. We did, so we were building momentum at one point, but you were considering it to be too much work to do this every
No,
week.
no, it was just we stopped getting those famous people and we started.
No,
getting,
we didn't. We
We
didn't
started
stop.
getting rando.
We didn't stop.
bizarros.
We didn't stop getting them. We could
We
have
started
kept
getting
getting
very
them.
uninteresting guests that ruined the show.
Don't talk about Bob like that.
No, not this is way before Bob. When we were having like meth heads.
We couldn't get listen, Greg, we weren't, the fact that we got anybody somewhat famous was a fluke.
That
Just
was
in
amazing.
general.
That was amazing.
Right. So the fact is that you decide that you can pick and choose who you can get is delusional.
Well, it was starting to get boring. It was like we're talking to these boring people.
I found every person, regardless of who they were, to be interesting to me. Right.
Lucky-
and you just chose to not find the right questions to ask them. No, I said you chose not to find the right questions to ask them.
I think I did. I think I tried to make them as interesting as I could, but they wouldn't.
Well, you're always, you can't fix every guest. I mean, if you look at any talk show, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be a dud.
Boys.
Yeah, we had a lot of duds for a while.
Boys,
No, I don't think so.
Dark Bob is.
Bob is getting his gin and tonic.
I want to walk
Bob
away.
Bob has learned from
like
Greg to get the
Sasquatch
gin and tonic.
into the woods while you guys argued like old married couples.
Greg is
I just
refusing to
thought
take
he's
any
like-
responsibility.
Fuck.
I'm not
dude.
taking. There's no responsibility. It's like it wasn't fun anymore. So
You have to go behind the screen,
Am I supposed to
Brendan.
not have fun? And I just be, oh yeah, I'm not having fun.
So this is how the podcast ends today. Bob disappears. Brenda
Randall
disappears.
walks away, and we're quibbling and squabbling.
That's right. We're talking.
Matt, do you ever wonder?
Bob
how
is
many-
waiting. No, Bob has brought a book.
Matt,
My legs.
what is this book?
It's a book of passwords.
Oh, so he can go open his computer up next time.
Wait, so I can go take my computer next.
Your password is 1234.
So he can hack my phone
Right.
and get revenge on the world for getting hacked.
Simple 11, but sometimes if I want to be tricky, I do simple 12.
I don't know what that means. But anyway, let's just end this thing off. Thank you guys for, being part of it all. Thank you, Brendan. I know you can still hear all of this.
We're doing
And,
so well. Why are we ending it now?
because it's over. It's time. We've done this for over 2 hours now. It's time to go. So good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
See you all in February, probably.
Not.
Happy holidays,
Nobody's
everyone.
coming back from
Have
this.
a good Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Thanks for nothing.
All right. Good night.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving.
Night.
Your consultation with the law offices of Quibble, Squabble, and Bicker has ended. You may pay your retainer at www.qsblaw.org. Please exit to the right of the water cooler and grab a candy from the front desk. We hope to see you again soon, but you need to leave now. I said leave. Why don't they ever listen? Get out! Get out!